Hi everybody, it's Pilates o'clock. Welcome back to Dancing with Pilates. Today I'm going to work on exercises that are specific for low back pain. I myself have had my handful of pain. I've had herniated discs. I have slight scoliosis. So when I really was debilitated and couldn't walk, these are some of the primary exercises that I focused on. So really take the time to tune into your body. When you have that bad back, make sure that you start with a lot of exercises lying flat on the ground, head down, back down. It's really important to take the time to connect to the core, not just those abdominal wall layers on the outside, but those deep layers on the inside. So let's get started. Lie all the way down onto your back, and let's start with the knees bent, feet flat, hip width distance apart. Find that the chest is nice and open. You can have the palms facing up to the ceiling, or the palms can be down to the ground, whatever feels nice and comfortable for you today. Start by noticing what part of the back is touching the mat and what parts are not touching. So from here, I want us to tap into that scoop of the abdominals. So without moving your spine or your tailbone, let's pull the abdominals in and up. And we're going to hold it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Let's do it again, and make sure when you do this that you're not gripping, you're not pushing so much that you're not breathing. So it should be very simple. You should just be able to turn those abdominals on. Let's place your hands here on the abdominals. Feel them go in and up and hold. Breathe normal as you exhale. Maybe scoop a little bit deeper. Try not to grip any other muscles, only those low abdominals. 3, 2, 1, and release. Let's go into something where we're going to talk about the positions of our pelvis. So right now we are in our neutral pelvis. That is just where it naturally falls when we lie on our back. Now what we want to think about is how we can tilt it forward and back and side and side. First, let's start by thinking about a marble on our low abdominals. We're going to roll the marble into our belly button. When we do that, we're using the abdominals, pull them in and up, and we're going to slightly tuck the pelvis so we can roll the marble into our belly button. Now from here, using the abdominals, bring that pelvis back to neutral. Kind of just try to let the bones follow. Now from here, still maintaining that scoop, we're going to roll the marble down off of our pelvis towards our feet, towards the toes. So I start to arch the low back. I'm not arching the low back. The low back is arching because I'm making it with my abdominals. And I'm going to pull the marble back to my neutral. From here, I'm going to roll the marble off to the right hip bone. So I tilt the right hip down and the left one slightly comes up, and I come back neutral. And I do the same thing to the left. It's a very small movement. Just think about how you can isolate the pelvis in all these directions. Come back to neutral. We're going to take it into a clock. So we start by rolling the marble into the belly button. Let's say that this is our 6 o'clock. Now we're going to roll the marble up and over to the right, which is our 3 o'clock. And we're going to roll it down to the toes to our 12 o'clock, arching the spine. Now use the abdominals, pull the marble over to the left to the 9 o'clock. Again, just really trying to isolate the pelvis. Bring it all the way back to the belly button into 6 o'clock and back to neutral. Let's reverse the direction one time. Pull the marble into the belly button. Roll it to the left. Roll it down off. Roll it over to the right, to that 3 o'clock. And now pull the marble back into the belly button and release into your neutral. Let's stay in our neutral pelvis here. Pull the abdominals in. And I want you to gently, slowly lift that right leg up and lower down. Now, when I say lift, go ahead and switch to the left. When I say lift, I almost mean just hover the foot up off the mat. Nice and slow. From the abdominals. The bones are not lifting the foot. The abdominals, like your leg, weighs 1,000 pounds. It should be a lot of work just to isolate and lift the feet. Again, we can go a little bit bigger with that range of motion or not if you're still feeling a lot of pain or if you're not finding that proper engagement of the abdominals. Keep the range of motion minimal. Super important to work from the right spot in the body. We have to train the body. Sometimes we have to retrain our body. When we're younger, it knows how to do everything. As we get older, through injury, through typical daily tasks, we have to repattern our muscles. Let's take it into a march or toe taps. Let's say toe taps. Lift the right leg up. Now, as you lower the right leg, lift the left leg up. Tap the right toe. Switch, tap the left. Switch, tap the right. Tap the left. And the right. Still checking in that the pelvis is in your neutral. So I still have my natural curve of my spine. I'm not trying to flatten my back into the mat right now. I'm just letting it be where it needs to be in order to engage the abdominals a little quicker. Tap 4 and 3 and 2, 2, 1, 1. Go ahead and give those knees a hug. Exhale. Grab a hold of the top of the kneecaps and start gentle circles here. Really make everything nice and even and smooth. Really picture a perfect circle that you're drawing. Reverse the direction. All right, let's do one more here for today. I'm going to slide back ever so slightly, and we're going to move into our exercise that we like to call bug. So bring those knees to a tabletop position. Bring the hands up to the ceiling to begin. Connect with the abdominals. I'm thinking about now pushing my low back down into the mat. Because when our legs are lifted, for me, I go into my arch if I'm not thinking about pushing my low back down. I'm not curling the tailbone under. It's still nice and long. I'm just really, really working to engage those lower abdominals. Now bring those arms back by the ears. Flex the feet. Now we're going to lift the head and shoulders up. I'm going to stretch my left leg long. My right arm goes back by the ear and left arm to the ceiling. And I bring everything back in. So sorry, the Fingertips should face the ceiling. As I stretch that right leg out, my left arm goes back. I'm trying to get the leg I'm stretching as low as it can go and nice and parallel to the ground. I am shaking so much here. Go as slow as you need. Breathing. Exhale where you feel that the work is more difficult. I'm going to lower my head down and I'm going to do about 2 more with each leg. I was starting to feel my neck kick in. You could keep it up or lower it down with me. Let's do 1 more with the right leg. 1 more with the left leg. And hug the knees all the way in. Stay holding on to the right knee and just stretch that left leg out nice and long. Pull the right knee into the chest. And exhale. And let's switch that left knee in. Think about a long tailbone, long spine, long front of the right hip. My left leg doesn't want to pull in as far. Good, and find yourself rocking up to sitting. And just take a big inhale with me. And exhale. Thank you for following along for this low back pain, low abdominal engagement workout. Take care of your bodies. Leave any questions or comments below and stay tuned for more.